Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's lecture is for MA English Applied Linguistics students. The topic is language planning. It's a revision of language planning, which is a subtopic of sociolinguistics. Okay, so first of all, we're going to see what is language planning. Language planning is a process conducted at government level where the purpose is to preserve, maintain, and improve the standard language of any nation or country. Okay, so every country plan their language, and it is done very officially at the government level. Okay, so they are responsible for any changes in the language and any other planning, for example how to select a language, what changes should be there, and so on. Okay, language planning is actually a process which is conducted by private and government organizations, and it differs in the rules and the changes. They are different at in different countries. Okay, so let's look at its history. If we talk about the history, this was the person Einar Haugen in 1950. He was responsible for introducing this term language planning, and he was an American linguist. Okay, this term refers to all the efforts that aim at changing the linguistic behavior of a speech community. All right, these are the four stages of process of language planning, which are selection, codification, elaboration of function, and acceptance. First of all, a language is selected. Okay, then it is codified. Codified means that its symbols, how it will be written, the graphics, all that is determined. Then their elaboration of function means that it is now being accepted and used at different places. For example, in schools, in colleges, in universities, in courts, by the doctors, by the engineers, and by different professions, and also at government level. Then comes acceptance. Now the language is totally accepted as a standard language by the whole community. Okay, now we'll talk about language planning goals. Okay, these are some language planning goals which I have taken from the internet, but you can do those which we have done in the class. Okay, so 11 language planning goals have been identified by Nahir 2003. This is the person who did his research. He was an Indian. First one is called language purification. Okay, language purification means to guard it against foreign influences, like foreign words, although they are present in any language, but it should be guarded from foreign influences. Next is language revival. Language revival means an attempt to turn a language with no surviving native speakers back into a normal means of communication. Okay, so when you see that a language is being finished from the society, so bringing it back, revival. Language reform means to bring changes. Okay, changes in spelling, grammar, vocabulary, and improving it, and accent. Language standardization. Next one is language standardization, making any language standard. Language spread means an attempt to increase the number of speakers of one language. Okay, this is how you extend the language or spread the language. Sixth one is lexical modernization. Lexical modernization means to include the modern and new words in the language according to science and technology. Scientific terminology, to include the new words of science and technology in the language. Then simplification. Now any language which is used for communication has to be a day-to-day basic language and has to be simplified. Then comes language shift and maintenance, and then comes code standardization for special people, for example those who are deaf and blind. And graphization means to develop and select a proper script of writing, especially handwriting. Okay, now these were the principles that Nahir gave us in 2003, labeled as language planning goals. Now we talk about what is the role of education sector in language planning. As you can see on the screen, there are 4 roles. First, what language is to be taught in curriculum, amount and quality of teacher training, material and AV aids to be used, and financial costs. So these are the 4 concerns of education planning and management. Alright, I hope it is clear, and tomorrow we are going to start some other topic. Thank you and see you tomorrow. Allah Hafiz.